Hello and welcome to my channel. This is going to be mid-monthly reading for those born under the energy of Leo. So, as these are coming out around Valentine's Day, I thought I'd do something a little different. And we're going to focus on your heart's desire, what they're going through, how they feel about you, what's going on in their situation. So, what can we see for Leo's heart's desire? Interesting. What do we have for Leo's heart's desire? A High Priest in reverse. This could be breaking with tradition. Could be end of a long-term relationship. Page of Swords. So it could be dealing with some communication, something you're not really willing to hear. Or at least this person is on the defensive, it seems, by something that's possibly ended. It seems they might be coming towards you with a message, or at least they feel that they want to. They're not sure how to communicate what they're feeling, but it seems they're being very cautious about the way they're coming about it. Seems that they want to communicate a message of love to you. So this offer from the Knight of Pentacles here, someone that's moving cautiously, but someone that wants to be honest with their communication, but they're a bit inexperienced in how to do so. So it could be dealing with someone younger here is what I'm getting, someone that doesn't have the full experience, possibly someone that's just come out of something, but I'm getting it's not really someone that's come out of a relationship. It's someone that's not experienced very well with relationships, someone that's not sure how to move forward, but someone that's getting, it's like they're wearing their heart on their sleeve. They're not sure, they're taking a big chance sort of doing this. I feel they're a little bit afraid to come forward. That's why they're being so cautious about it. But because what they're willing to offer is something, they're willing, they want to offer you their heart. So they're being cautious about it. Let's see. Yeah, they're not sure if they're able to do it the best way. It seems like they're fumbling with their words. They might be, playing with their words a bit, trying to be something that they're not. Let's see what else we have for Leo. They come out sideways. I don't read them, it's too difficult. Could go either way. Queen of Cups. So it seems like once they sort of come forward with this offer, even though they're a bit afraid to do so, they're fumbling with their words, they're not sure how to communicate effectively, they're kind of going against their own sort of traditions perhaps, but beliefs more is what I'm getting. It's possibly, they might come from a certain upbringing with certain ideas of how a relationship should be, and possibly you're quite different to what they were sort of brought up believing a relationship should be like. But they obviously do have a lot of love for you. They don't know how to maybe communicate effectively with you. They might be sort of trying to come off as something that they're not, a bit more like they're being boastful, that sort of thing. It's like that they sort of don't have a lot to back it up, is sort of what I'm getting. But I do see that this person is, they are quite emotional. They are, quite balanced. Person, they want something that's equal in the give and take. You could be dealing with a water sign here, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But someone that's very loving, someone that on the inside, they're a very loving person, very stable person, but on the outside, it's like they feel like they have to put up a front, sort of. Perhaps you're a very, outgoing, extrovert sort of person, and trying to sort of like keep up with you. You might be quite popular, that sort of thing, or, have a lot of friends, and they sort of, maybe they're a bit introverted, and they're trying to sort of come out of their shell a bit, and to try and come forward towards you. Yeah, it's just, they might be a bit young and inexperienced, but they're definitely, it's male or female, it doesn't matter, but either way, it's they definitely got a crush on you, that's damn sure, I can see. And this might be, it's like, do you want to be my Valentine sort of thing. I'm feeling it's like, yeah, it's kind of like they haven't really done this before, and they might be, coming up with some silly poetry that, some cliches and that sort of thing, and, trying to come off as a bit of a poet and a romantic, where they're really, it's like their heart is in the right place, but how they're expressing it is coming off. It's like it'll make you laugh, sort of, and blush at the same time, in a way, is what I'm getting. Yeah, cute. What can I say? Knight of Cups in reverse. So they're afraid that this offer will be rejected. That you're not going to. You might be coming off a little. Headstrong, maybe, is that the right word? Might be coming off as a little, I don't know, you might sort of crush them a little bit, maybe if you sort of, if you giggle a little bit too loud when they come towards you, they might sort of be a little hurt about it, especially if you're dealing with a young water sign, they can be, this sort of thing is a real big deal for them. It might they might get taken the wrong way if you sort of play it off a little like it's no big deal. They're sort of coming off like, it's all, this is all pretty cool stuff, but it's like, on the inside it's like they're really sort of pinning a lot of hopes on it and sort of wanting to come forward, but it's like they're afraid, it's like, then that you're going to turn them down, or perhaps you might even, you might turn them down, and it's like it just sort of crushes them. They're not feeling like they're able to really communicate it how they really feel, is what I'm getting. It's like they're using words instead of feelings, it's hard for them, I can see it. It's hard for them to come forward. They're definitely expressing a lot of love, though. Definitely feeling a lot of love. Trying to be patient, trying to keep themselves balanced as well. Also could relate to a Sagittarian, but as I say, it's like, don't pay too much attention to the horoscope signs or sun signs and things like that. It's just sort of the energy that comes across, but it may or may not relate to you in your situation, so I do mention it. Also Taurus energy here as well. But they're trying to remain balanced. It's like they're trying, if you do sort of knock them back, or maybe if you don't really give them the response I'm getting, that's sort of what I'm picking up. It's like they don't sort of get the response from you that they're sort of, hoping for. Maybe they weren't exactly sure what they were hoping for. They were kind of just quite nervous about it, is sort of what I'm getting. And it's like they get a bit crushed, perhaps. It's like maybe you might have someone else on your mind, and you're sort of chasing someone else, and they're sort of coming towards you, and it's difficult for them to do so, to try and express their emotions, which they're sort of keeping guarded. and trying to communicate with you kind of ineffectively, just kind of going about it, just it's the best way they know how. And yeah, but they are trying to keep balance and just keep their emotions and everything in check and that sort of thing. I'm not getting, even with the Ace of Swords in reverse and the heart of the reading, it's like, I think it's like the only person they're really trying to fool is themselves. I don't get it's like they're being deceptive towards you. It's like they're being deceptive towards themselves in the way that it's like they should be really more open with their emotions and sort of being a bit more courageous with this sort of thing. But it's just their inexperience and they're a bit afraid, and they're just kind of communicating to you the wrong, well, not the wrong way, but a bit of an ineffective way, sort of how to do it. But yeah, like I say, they do have, a huge crush on you. Definitely, they're definitely thinking about you. They're sort of fantasizing about you and going, oh, I'd really love, a piece of that Leo action. I love some of that Leo right about now. You know what I mean? And it's like, how do I sort of tell them? It's like, oh, this sucks. This is hard. But, you have the Two of Pentacles are trying to keep balance. This could also be your energy. I'm picking for some of you. It's like you're trying to balance between a couple of people, now they're coming in and you've got someone else on your mind, but it's like you're thinking, oh, well, I'm sort of picking up where they're coming from. It's like, oh, well, this kind of changes things a bit. It's like, who do I sort of decide? Maybe for some of you in this situation, but I'm seeing a lot of balanced energy here. They're just trying to figure out the right way how to go about all this sort of stuff. Sun in reverse, so yeah, they're really hoping their dreams aren't crushed by this, but I'm kind of getting it's like, with the Sun in reverse, it could possibly be that they might be a little crushed by your response, is what I'm getting. Oh, Leo. It might be, maybe it's not quite enough for them what they're doing to impress you, that sort of thing. And you're going for someone more strong and probably a bit more outgoing and extroverted to basically to what they can sort of put forward towards you. But I am definitely, getting this is sort of a quiet person, someone that you've probably spoken with, but probably not too well, but they definitely think a lot of you. They definitely find you very attractive. They see you as someone they want to have, something with. But yeah, they're trying to stay balanced in a situation where they're not too sure, and especially it's like you've got a lot of head and heart here, and they're trying to balance head and heart towards the end, try and stay balanced and keep this sort of thing. I don't know, it seems like, they seem like they have good intentions here, definitely, but whether you choose them or not, well, we always have our choices, so yeah, we'll see what happens. But let's see what's the most important message here for Leo, for this person here. Ooh, and the Ace of Cups again. Love begins. Maybe you do choose them. Maybe you see them. You might see them for who they really are underneath. Where they are sort of coming from. Maybe this could blossom into something. Actually seeing this now in the heart coming over here, it's like, Leo, perhaps you do see through this sort of, you kind of see them for who they really are on the inside, instead of what they're trying to say. You're sort of seeing how, what they're trying to feel. It's like, ooh. And we have partnerships and alliances, so it could be the beginning of something quite good for both of you. I'm feeling a lot of very young energy here in this reading too, so it could be sort of people in, low mid-20s, that sort of thing, possibly younger. It's like sort of new love, that sort of thing. They might have had like, this could be like girlfriends or boyfriends in high school or something, but nothing really, that's all sort of playtime and sort of not really anything sort of real. And it's like coming towards someone, like now it's sort of more mature. It's like, oh, maybe they're just not too sure how to do so. It's like, this is sort of real now, but maybe you might see them for who they really are, who they really are on the inside, and overlooking sort of their fumbling with their words and that sort of thing. It could be something quite promising in here for you, Leo. It's quite interesting. It's a lot of balance, a lot of very heartwarming energy, but just a lot of nervousness, a lot of, well, not a lot, but just getting like this, just inexperience with trying to find the right words to express their, what they're trying to really come across as. But this person coming towards you is, they're definitely harboring some very strong feelings for you, that's for sure, on the inside. And you might actually sort of see through that exterior and see them for who they are, and it might be something, beginning of something quite fulfilling and amazing, one could say. Oh, well, Leo, I hope this helped bring some clarity to your situation, and I'll be back in March for the monthly readings, but until then, take care.